All right, here's the final product. Our new fence we just put in here. My buddy Anthony came over here at the last to help me just finish some of these pickets, but most of this I did by myself. Of course, I had the guy come and help me. But look at that, look how straight that is. Bring that on down. So it's a 6-foot fence. I raised the pickets up. I got it higher off the ground over here on the sides, and the reason is because when I run my weed eater or whatever down here, I don't want it to tear into my fence, and frankly I don't really need it that low. I'm not trying to keep any animals out or animals in or dogs in or anything like that. So I just wanted to give an update on that. We'll have to put a gate in here at some point, and also I'll be coming across this back section right here all the way across with a half fence over here. So thanks for watching. Now, one of the things I learned on this fence is how to make a picket bracket. Now, what it does is once I decided on the height of the pickets that go above my top post beam there, then I did the math, and then I made a little bracket, and it sits over the pickets at the height in which I want it. And then I run that all the way down the length, well, of a 2x4 there was 8 feet, so I just ran it the length of that, and then put another one down on that end. So basically you have one on either side of that 2x4, and then your pickets slide in the middle of that. So when you're setting them up on the fence, you just raise it up to the bottom of that 2x4, and they're all the exact height all the way down. This eliminates having to use a string. Now what this is just a picture of it snowed the day that I was going to start doing this back portion of the fence. But I was not going to let that deter me, so I just battled on. We went ahead and set our posts, concrete, and got everything ready to go. On this section, I was trying to come up with a unique and custom way of turning the corner from the one fence down. And then, so I just did the escalating down to then get my pickets, which are 40 inches. All right, so I did this side fence over here, got that all in. Still waiting on a gate. I want to finish this. I did my step down from here, my transition all the way across. Got my post cut, everything down there, my transition right back up to the other fence. Now, one of the problems I ran into on this, I'm sorry for the wind. One of the problems I ran into this is because this fence here is shorter than this fence over here. I had this fence in first, but the problem is I think it's too short. So even though it's still 6-foot pickets, and these are 6-foot pickets over here, I just wanted a little bit additional privacy, and that's why, say, I rose it higher on this edge over here than over there. It's almost on the ground. But when I come back with my weed eater or trimmer or anything like that, it's going to hit that fence, and it's going to all the sealant I have in there, the stain and all that, then it's disrupted, and then it just absorbed through the board. So it defeats the purpose of anyways. So on this side here, also I came down to these posts. I'll show you these posts. Once I cut these off, I still got to do a little cleanup here, but then I came back with a router, and I got on these edges here all the way around. It looks pretty nice. So that gives you a little finishing touch rather than just cutting it off and just leaving it, or cutting it at an angle. So each of these posts here went all the way down and get it. So still, my line is still pretty good on this. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's really good though. And so I'm really happy with this. So our view coming out from the house, we still have a half fence coming out, and then we're going all the way around. My goal is also to add a gate in right here across this, and then also over there, and then one on this other side as well. Over here, so then we'll have it, and then if I want to keep the dogs out, I can. So hey, tell me what you think. Any additional stuff down there on the end, on the far end though, the transition, I need to fix that there because it's it's a little bit higher than on this other one, the front part, but I just couldn't match it. I couldn't match it up right. So, but I have some more boards left that I can still get to it at some point. So, but anyway, let me know what you think. I'm anxious to learn. This is my first full fence that I've done more or less by myself. I've had some guys help me a little bit with labor and everything like that, but you know, and every once in a while I'll get some pointers, but pretty much I did this whole thing here by myself. So anyway, thanks for watching.